Good day everyone, and welcome to the Transport for Sydney Vlogs channel. This year marks the 10th anniversary of the South West Rail Link, which opened on the 8th of February 2015. I wasn't able to film on the South West Rail Link on the day of the actual anniversary, as it fell on a Friday while I was at work. I've been contemplating since then whether I would still make this video, and recently decided to go ahead with it. So to celebrate 10 years of the South West Rail Link, this video will feature trains to Edmondson Park and Leppington, a look at both stations, and travel along the line from Glenfield to Edmondson Park and then to Leppington. Hope you all enjoyed this video, and please subscribe for more content. Cheers.
Next stop, Edmondson Park. This train will stop at Edmondson Park. The next train to arrive on platform 1 goes to City Circle via Regent's Park.
Alrighty, I'll now show you guys Edmondson Park Station. Take a walk up the stairs to the concourse, and I'll come back down to the platform on the other side and film a few more trains here before I make my way to Leppington. So you've got a lift in the middle, toilets to the left, got more toilets to the right. And there was someone sitting down, so I didn't want to show that person on camera. And then you've got the stairs which take you down to the platform, and then you've got three opal readers to the right of the stairs, with the station staff's office right next to it. So I'll now walk to the city end of the platform and film some trains from this side. The next train in this video will be a Leppington service of platform 2, and then around 8 minutes after that there will be a City Circle service. So I'll film those two trains, and then I will board the following Leppington service after that.
Then Casula, Liverpool, then all stations to Regent's Park, then Corolla, Lidcombe, Flemington, Stratfield, Burwood, Ashfield, Redburn, Central, Town Hall, Greenwich, Circular Quay, St James, and Museum. The next train to arrive on platform 2 goes to Leppington. only. The train on platform 1 goes to City Circle via Regent's Park. First stop Glenfield, then Casula, Liverpool, then all stations to Regent's Park, then Kerala, Lidcombe, Leppington, Stratfield, Burwood, Ashfield, Redfern, Central, Town Hall, Wynyard, Circular Quay, St James and Museum.
Slow down and take extra care at the station and when joining and leaving the train.
The train on platform 2 goes to Leppington only.
Next stop, Leppington.
From China, and as we realize you can't stop now. You realize now the ticket he tried. He has success. I should have said oh, that would be big fat only. I had a great time, girls. Wait. All right, okay. What's the meaning of that? I never heard. Gucci means home. Huh? Home. See, I told you. I heard Gucci. Oh, where did I heard you? I've never heard that. Gucci means home. Okay. Go. Stravo, do widzenia. You can see my husband now just saying, Stravo, do widzenia. He goes, what does that just say hello and goodbye? Straight away, hello and goodbye. Stravo. Do widzenia. Z-D-R-A-V-O. Stravo. In my language, the way you
This
write,
train will stop
that's how
at
you say it.
Leppington.
It's not like in English. You spell it one way and then you say it another way. Over there, like for example, you say,
The next station of this service is Leppington. This train will terminate at Leppington.
Alrighty people, now at Leppington station. The train that I just got off, the Waratah platform 2, will form a City Circle service which will depart in around 10 minutes from now. So what I'll do during this time is I'll walk up to the concourse and show you guys the concourse.
Due to track work this weekend.
And we'll tap off and show you guys outside the station as well. So you can tell the canopies at Leppington look pretty much identical to the ones at Edmondson Park.
The train on platform 2 goes to City Circle via Regent's Park. First stop, Edmondson Park, then Leppington, Casino, Liverpool, then all stations to Regent's Park, then Carrara, Leppington, Leppington, Stratfield, Lowood, Ashfield.
So you come up the stairs from platforms 1 and 2. Got a lift one in the middle for step-free access. Just outside the station, you've got a convenience store. Behind the toilets to the left, behind the lift to the left are the toilets, I should say. And then behind the lift, you've got more stairs taking you down to the other side of platforms 1 and 2. Here you got the Opal gate with the station staff's office to the right. Then you got another lift taking you down to platforms 3 and 4. They're not in use this weekend, so those stairways to access platforms 3 and 4 have been fenced off. So I just tapped off. Leppington station has this massive canopy covering the entire concourse. Edmondson Park station also had a massive canopy looking very similar to what we see here. So both these two stations are pretty much identical to each other. The only real difference really is that Leppington has 2 island platforms, so 4 platforms all up, whereas Edmondson Park only has 1 island platform, so only 2 platforms there. Facing the entrance to the station on the left got the kiss and ride area. You've got a car park as well. And a few bus stands. So yeah, car park, a bus interchange, and a kiss and ride on this side of Leppington Station. And I'll show you guys the other side. According to the sign, there's a kiss and ride on the northern side of the station. And you got this core flute sign here saying kiss and ride is that way. On this side you also have a commuter car park, but no bus stands. So the buses that run to and from Leppington Station are off the other side, which is the south side of the station. But on this side you do have a convenience store. So I'll now tap on again and head back down to platforms 1 and 2, as the Royal Town platform 2 will be departing in a few minutes.
The next train to arrive on platform 2 goes to City Circle via Regent's Park. First stop, Edmondson Park, then Glenfield, Casula, Liverpool, then all stations to Regent's Park.
Alrighty, I'll do a quick pan of Leppington Station from platform level. So you've got platforms 3 and 4 on the other side. And yeah, currently standing on platform 2, and platform 1 is on the right. That platform is not in use today, so it looks like all trains are using platform 2 today.
On Monday, 26th May, passengers are persuaded on City Metro and City trains, including airport station services on the airport network. For more information, visit transporttrains.com.
So we've got 9 minutes until this Tangara departs. So I'll use this time to talk a bit about the history of the South West Rail Link. So the South West Rail Link opened on the 8th of February 2015. It's a new line connecting Glenfield to Leppington with 2 new stations at Edmondson Park and Leppington, both of them opening on the 8th of February 2015, along with the new line. Initially, the rail services here in the early days was a 4-car shuttle service running between Leppington and Liverpool every 30 minutes. However, later that year, Leppington and Edmondson Park were integrated with the T2 line, allowing city-bound services to run directly from these stations.
nsw.info or use transport apps.
So yeah, later that year, city-bound services started commencing their journeys from Leppington. And then a few years later, in 2017, after the November timetable change that year, the T5 Cumberland line services, which used to start and end at Campbelltown, were rerouted to Leppington. And yeah, ever since then, so for over 7 years now, the South West Rail Link has been serviced by both the T2 and T5 lines.
The train on platform 2 goes to City Circle via Regent's Park. First stop, Edmondson Park, then Glenfield, Casula, Liverpool, then all stations to Regent's Park, then Barala, Lidcombe, Flemington, Strathfield, Burwood, Ashfield, Redfern, Central, Town Hall, Wynyard, Circular Quay, St James and Museum.
So yeah, since November 2017, the T5 Cumberland line services have been starting and ending their journeys at Leppington as the southern terminus of the T5 line. On weekends, you may see services run from here out to places such as Richmond and Penrith if there is track work on other parts of the network. Also, occasionally you may see services run from Leppington to the city, either via the airport or via Regent's Park, also if there's track work on other parts of the network.
The next train to arrive on platform 2 goes to City Circle via Regent's Park. First stop, Edmondson Park, then Glenfield, Casula, Liverpool, then all stations to Regent's Park.
Something else also worth mentioning, as part of the South West Rail Link, a new stabling yard was built at the time, around probably a kilometre or two west of Leppington. You can't see it from here, as that stabling yard is basically all the way towards the end of the rail corridor, and then I believe the corridor bends to the left, and probably another half a kilometre further down is where the stabling yard is. So it is a solid kilometre or two from here.
Platform 2 goes to City Circle via
But yeah, I thought I'd just mention that as well while I'm on this end of the platform.
Then Glenfield, Casula, St James and Museum.
So a few clips ago when I was talking, I did mention that at times on weekends, if there is track work on other parts of the network, that services from here would run to the city via either the airport or even via Regent's Park. There is track work this weekend between Cabramatta and Granville. And as a result, the City Circle services that normally run via Granville are actually running via Sefton and Regent's Park, as you can see here on the destination display screens.
On Monday, 26 May, passengers can travel free on Sydney Metro and Sydney trains, including airport station services on the local network. For more information, visit transport.sw.
Also, the T5 Cumberland Line services that start and end at Leppington on weekdays normally terminate at Liverpool on weekends, but also due to track work at times, they may start their journey here and run to places such as Richmond or even Penrith. But yeah, because of the track work between Cumberland and Granville, no T5 Cumberland Line services at Leppington and Edmondson Park this weekend. It's just the T2 City Circle services. These services run at a 15-minute frequency, normally on weekends and during the week, with extra services
The
during the
train
peak.
on platform 2 goes to City Circle via Regent's Park. First stop, Edmondson Park, then Glenfield, Casula, Liverpool, then all stations to Regent's Park, then Berala, Lidcombe, Flemington, Strathfield, Burwood, Ashfield, Redfern, Central, Town Hall, Wynyard, Circular Quay, St James and Museum.
Thought I'd let that announcement play. So yeah, trains between Leppington and the city normally run at a 15-minute frequency. That's the case this weekend and right now. This train here on platform 2 is the one I'll actually be boarding. Here's a look of platforms 3 and 4. These platforms are normally not in use on the weekends, but I think during the week they are used by the T5 services when they terminate here. And also during the peak, there's normally an extra train that runs from the city to Leppington. In the morning peak, there's an extra train running from Leppington to the city, and in the afternoon peak, in the opposite direction. And I believe some of those trains would also use platforms 3 and 4.